Alright, we're back. That was Google calling. Yeah, I hung up on them. Quit having people call me, it would be nice. They don't like when you tell them that. No, take me off your list. Okay, down on the ground. We're not done yet though. Still transferly though. We need to put a splash guard under here. There we go. There's a view you don't get very often, the underside of a motor. Yeah, that's what they look like when they go around the circles under there. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's what they do. They like that. Boom boom boom. Okay, so we got to put this on there. There like that. Slips down in. Goes up there, right there. So you gotta make sure that the crank doesn't hit that when it rotates around, which it doesn't. So I got 4 bolts here and 2 up in the front. So now we gotta figure out which bolts go where. Let's see. Long ones, short ones. Okay. I know the 2 long ones go here. And this one here is the next long one here. The other 3 are short. Cases, different thicknesses in different areas. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put those up in there to hold, secure that so it doesn't fall off. There it is. Start for some reason. All that beating and welding moved things slightly. You get all the bolts started before you tighten anything. Yeah. Put any kind of sealer on these. I've never had them come loose. They can't go anywhere near. They go into an oil pan. Take a little bit to get them sucked up into a pump, but I guess they could get into a pump eventually. But I never had that problem, so non-issue for me. Okay, I think this is the longest one here. So I had to design all of this here stuff to figure out how I was going to build this thing originally. There's no blueprints on how to do this. Make it up as you go, including making all the parts. Okay, that screw does not want to go in. That's going in sideways, but seems to be the only way it wants to go right now. If that's it. This is fun to take off out in the field upside down, back of your truck. Don't easy pull this off unless there's a bunch of shrapnel in there. Then you have to pull it. I have done that. It makes it easy to flush out the motor. Top end's off, bottom's off, crap goes straight through. Alright, let me go ahead and tighten them up. Feel very secure feeling. There we go, that one got tight. 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 Nice and strong. There you go. Just screen all on there. So that'll scrape off the oil a little bit. Louvers are the way to go nowadays. Diamond screen used to be the old way of doing things. Louvers work better. And there's the pan over here. So the pan goes right on top of that. Got a big sump in the back. Under acceleration it goes back there. And then you got a big tube that comes up and you suck out of here into your pump. Not this piece of crap. This one sucks up right through this hole here, which don't do squat. Which comes out through here and there's a hole on the back side down at the bottom. It don't do much. The big external pump is what does all the work. And that goes on there like that. Oh, there it goes. Sits right there like that. Yeah, almost like it's made for it, huh? Imagine that. Okay. A bit of oil leak going. To come off the tranny bearing. Alright, we are done with this part of the motor. That's the breather tube over here. See how big that is? Big hole in that sucker. Let air out motor, runs better. That's how you fix your oil leaks. You fill the holes up and weld. They don't leak no more. That's the secret. Okay, trying to put it up into the old bike over there. Just have to move things around a little bit, clear some space out here. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, got everything all cleared up over here. Making room for the bike. So, last thing I do is put the rocker box together and get rid of some more parts that are all sitting around. So, good time to do that now. Alright, so I need a couple of O-rings. Move my O-rings. O-rings. Okay, these things are pretty simple to go together. A nice rusty shaft there for some reason. I'm not sure why that's on there. Take a fine file and knock off the high spot. Rust doesn't hurt anything, it's not much below the surface. There you go. Don't know why there's a rust spot there. Looks like these are well used shafts. That means they're all broken in, ready to go. I never hear that run. No, that doesn't make any noise at all. Not to worry about them being tight and sticking. No, they're not tight. Street bike, you'd replace it, it might make noise. And is that ticking noise you keep hearing? Maybe that's that noise you keep hearing, you think it's the lifters. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't hear it on my bike. Open drag pipes hide all kinds of evil things. Yeah, worst thing you do on a race bike is put mufflers on the bike. You think the motor's going to blow up. Damn, that sounds bad. It runs like crap too with mufflers on it. Take all that crap off. Oh, it runs really good now. It's not making any more noise. Fixed all the problems. Okay, make sure you get lube inside them things. That's kind of important, especially in my bike. A lot of lift and a lot of valve spring tension on there. Just goes to show you how good Harley parts are. You can abuse them that bad and they don't really care. So I use the lubricated lifters on both, or rockers on both sides, so it squirts everything. Get lots of oil flow. Oil is good on a race bike. More the better. We don't worry about all that fancy shimmying crap either. It doesn't mean anything. Not necessary. Stock springs work just fine. Heat treated washer in there first. That goes against the rocker box, not the arm. Stuff it down the hole. Shove the shaft through it. Get it back in the hole where it belongs. And it goes in. Tell it's a good box because it goes in hard. If you care about the wear pattern, you can adjust the ARP. You can mark the shaft and put it so the good parts on the bottom where the load's at. Yeah. I think that's the good side right there. There we go. You know, I don't care about a lot of stuff on street bikes. If you don't have to worry about a race bike, you sure the hell don't worry about a street bike. Okay. Make sure they still go up and down. Yeah, look pretty good. It's almost dragging on nothing. Yeah, it's dragging all kinds of shit in there. It's not where it belongs yet. So you got a little sealing washer, also protects the aluminum. I'm going to claw the acorn nut on there because I like them. Stupid red nuts, they fall off. These don't. Been using them for years, on and off a million times. They don't give a squat. Those little shitty nuts are real dull, real crappy material. They look nice, but they're crappy. Alright, where's the 5/8 at? Looks like an 11/16 probably. Oh yeah, it is. There's the 5/8. Factory torque. Hey, they don't drag no more. Imagine that. Make sure the spring still works. That means there's no dragging on anything. We're almost done. Okay, I used a quad seal instead of the O-ring because that's a square section hole that you're going into. So you put it in there like that, then you take your fingernail and make sure it goes down all the way against the shaft in there. Like that. Push down all the way so it won't tear when you tighten it up. Shove it down where it belongs, you run less chance of doing damage. See how it sticks up right there? That could be a problem if you put a nut against it, ran routed in there. This way you can make sure it goes in there correctly so see it sits nice and flat. That's not the right one. That ain't the right one. Okay, one trick is I like to put a little oil on the rubber so it doesn't tear. And put it in there. You either do it like that, which makes a little bit more mess, or you can put it on the actual, you put it on the surface here and do it the same way. My bike, I don't care, we just put a little bit on there. We'll wipe off the excess oil later. Just a flat style, stock Allen, works great, good design. Way better than that earlier stuff that had a screw slot. What a joke. You fixed it in 71 or 2 and it's been working ever since. 2 hits of the wrench is all you need. 1, 2. Good to go. Quick and simple. Okay, now the upper O-ring, this is an Evo, which is a fat one. So it's got this big OD and a small ID, so it fits good in everything. It fits good in the rocker box cover, and it fits nice and tight on the tube too when it goes in. That's one thing they fixed when they did an Evo. They put a better O-ring up here. Not much else I like about Evo, but this part I did. Alright, so this assembly is pretty much ready to go. Let's put a little bit of oil on the rocker tip, just to make sure it's lubed on that. There, put some sealer on that, that's ready to go together. Quick and simple, that's all it takes. You only got to do one, not two, makes it easier. Now you just keep the crap from getting in there. If you flip it upside down like that, it doesn't get anything in it. It's not going to be long enough to get crap in it. It's going to go into a bike here in a minute. Okay, that's it for that. Time to get the bike coming over here.